And now we're going to be talking about the Zorba. So we're going to bring that Zorba down here. And what we want to do with that Zorba, now that it's been densified and properly milled through the machine. Happy Friday. So today we are going to be wrapping up our series on battery recycling. So if you've watched all the videos up till now, thanks for watching. And if you haven't and you're interested in this, go back and watch this series. So we're going to do a little bit of a recap. So part 1 through 5, this is the 5th series today. So we talked about first shredding the battery. Do you shred it wet? Do you shred it dry? How charged, how discharged, what your options are. And then we talked about drying the material, because regardless of if you shred dry or wet, you're still going to want to dry the material because you have electrolyte in there, or you have water if you did it wet. From that point, we want to remove the black mass. That's the first step, is remove the black mass. That's your best, cleanest black mass at that point. After that, you want to remove the steel. After removing the steel, you want to go through the delamination mill, which gives you a product that needs to get screened. After you've removed that and gone through that and gone on the screener, these 3 items are what you get. So you're gonna get separator. That separator we talked about in the last video, how difficult it is and how it just binds everything up. So you wanna remove that as much as possible right off the bat. And then you have Zorba, which is the material that we're gonna talk about today. In today's video, we're gonna cover how do you separate that Zorba downstream. So this black mass, a lot of people just combine these two, you're better and you're less better together. However, this can be sold at a premium versus that if you analyze them and sort them separately. We discussed that in the last video. So your separator, you've pulled that out and it's out of the way. And now we're gonna be talking about the Zorba. So we're gonna bring that Zorba down here. And what we wanna do with that Zorba, now that it's been densified and properly milled through the machine, we're gonna wanna put that on an air table. So on the air table, we're gonna draw the deck here sideways. It's a little exaggerated, but heavies climb up and there's a vent on the top of the air table. So all of your lights, your really light fraction goes up. So what happens here in the Zorba is you also have a little bit of the small separator. So through the milling process, the big separator, some small separator that fell through the screen into the Zorba, you're gonna have some of that. So it's really small. If you imagine a snow globe and you kind of shake it up and the snow that's kind of what you have in here. So once it reaches the air table, most of it will go up through the flue into your bag house. So, and that's really smaller particles, 1/4 inch and smaller of plastics. Now here you're gonna end up with your die cast going up front, your die cast, your copper, your stainless steel. There's certainly some stainless steel. And what we did here in the first magnet where we pulled the steel off is we used a regular strong ceramic. You can use a rare earth, but not too crazy of a rare earth magnet, because you're trying to remove the steel without removing additional good things that could be there. Now, once we reach here and we've milled everything, this stainless steel, even if it's non-magnetic, because it got beat through that delamination mill, it's gonna be slightly magnetic. So after this air table, this material here will go through a magnet and we're gonna pull out that stainless steel that is in here. Now on the back side, we're gonna have that leftover little bit of plastic that came from the Zorba, and you're gonna have your aluminum flakes. So your aluminum flakes are no longer flakes, they've been densified, they're also rolled into a ball. They're gonna go off the back side of this air table. And what we do is we're gonna have an auger going to another air table. So hopefully you can see this. So another air table here, and this will separate that aluminum from the plastic, and there might be a little bit of copper dust mixed in with this too, but this isn't our main focus. Our main focus is getting the red metals. So over here, we're gonna, after the magnet, we're gonna do a screener, and it's just a 1-deck screener. So we're gonna have our overs, and our overs are gonna be, after the magnet that's removed the stainless steel, our overs here are gonna be the zinc die cast, and you're gonna have some larger pieces of possibly copper. The best thing that you have here is 98% plus copper, and that falls down through the screen in the bottom. So your bottom fraction here is your cleanest copper, and that's only possible to get to this point because of the delam mill that has made it into a ball and it came to this point here. So that's in a nutshell how we do it from start to finish. If you like these videos and you want us to make more videos and more content like that, reach out. Feel free to schedule a call with us if you have any questions. And now again, This here is not a one size fits all. You might be wanting to do just jelly rolls or cathode or batteries from production scrap. Or you might be wanting to do post-consumer batteries or electronic scrap batteries. So every system is a little bit, tailored depending on what you're trying to do. Of course, we can build a full, large, huge system that can do a lot of everything, but really, a lot of money is saved when we just tailor an approach depending on what you're doing. So leave us a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and feel free to give us a call anytime. That's what we're here for. Catch you in the next one. Happy Friday.
No? No, I'm making sure I'm recording all this.